Okay, today we are going to talk about the standard 5.ATO.3, and this standard also has to do with ordered pairs and graphing. So this question says, write the ordered pair for the point on the coordinate grid below. Remember, it's always x, then y. So I have to count my x first. My x is 2, and my y is 6. So my ordered pair would be 2, 6. Okay, for that point right there. That's just a quick review so that you remember how to do that. Okay, let's look down here at this one. Okay, you're going to see a in and out box, an in and out chart. Okay, so whenever you see that, you need to kind of figure out the rule, and then you'd be able to figure out what this is. So if it's in's 12 and out is 48, in is 28, out is 112. In is 39, out is 156. In is 44, what is out going to be? Well, I'm going to have to try to figure out, what did I do to 12 to get 48? What did I do to 28 to get 112? So if you notice here on the side, I put 12 times what gets you 48. So let's just go ahead and see what do I get? So if I do 12 times 1, I get 12. 12 times 2, I know I get 24. 12 times 3, let's say I don't know that. I pull the 24 out and I add 12 to it, and I get 36. Remember, I'm trying to get to 48. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. If I don't know that, I take that 36 and I add 12 to it. 48, I'm still not there yet. 12 times 5, 60. Okay, remember, I'm trying to get to 48, which actually I already did. I went over it, my fault. So I know that 12 times 4 is what got me 48. Okay, so 12 times 4 was 48. Let's see if that rule is the same with 28 getting to 112. Let's try that. Let's see what 28 times 4 is. Let's see if it still works. Okay, I know that 8 times 4 is 32. 2 times 4 I know is 8, plus 3 is 11. So 28 times 4 is 112. So it's safe to say that my rule is that I need to multiply each of these numbers by 4. Let's do another one just to be sure. Let's see if 39 times 4 does get us 156. Okay, I know that 9 times 4 is 36. I know that 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So 39 times 4 did get us 156. So it's safe to say that the rule is to multiply by 4. So in order to figure out what goes here, I need to take the 44 and multiply it by what? That's right, I need to multiply it by 4. And I know that 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17. 176. All right. So remember, when you see an in and out chart like this, you just have to figure out the rule. So I started with 12, and I multiplied each number until I got to 48. Then I went ahead and checked to be sure that 4 was indeed my rule. All right, so whenever you see something like that, that's what you need to do. Moving on to number 2. Okay, let's talk about number 2, because you're going to see multiple problems like this. Number 2 says Justin Bieber, the newest singer in town, has concerts at Jonas Stadium every year. In his first year, only 22 fans came. In his second year, 54 fans came. In his third year, 86 fans came. If this pattern continues, how long will it take until there are 246 fans at the stadium rocking to Justin's music? Well, it said in year 1 that there was 22. And then it said in year 2 that there was 54. In year 3, it said 86. Okay. I want to know how many years it takes until there's 246 fans. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I need to know, what is the pattern here between 22 and 54? What's the pattern between 54 and 86? Well, if I want to figure that out, I can do 22, and I can go ahead and see how long does it take me to get to 54. I can do it that way. So this is called get to. It's just another way. It's basically reverse subtraction. So you're actually adding. So if I do plus 10, I'm going to get 32. If I do plus 10, I'm going to get 42. If I do plus 10, I'm going to get 52. And how many more do I need to get to 54? That's right, I only need 2 more. So when I add these up, I have 10, 20, 30 plus 2 is 32. Okay? I can also just do the difference. I can do 54 minus 22. And I get 32. So either way, this is just another strategy for you to use, if you didn't want to use subtraction. So I know right now that the difference between 22 and 54 is 32. Now, if the difference between 54 and 86 is also 32, it's safe to say that my pattern is going to be adding 32 each time. But let's see if that's the case. So 54 and 86. So I can start at 54, and I can try to jump to 86. If I add 10, that gets me 64. If I add 10, that gets me 74. If I add 10, that gets me 84. And how many more, 84 to 86? I just have to add 2. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Okay? Remember, I can also go the other way. I can start at 86, and I can subtract 54. Because remember, those are the numbers that I'm working with. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. So the difference here is 32. So I think it's safe to say that I need to add 32. Each year, 32 more fans tend to come to Justin Bieber's concert. So if I'm at 86, what did I say the rule was? I have to add 32. So what do I get? I get 100. I get 118. Okay? Then from 118, if I add 32 more, I get 150. And I need to keep doing this pattern until I get to 246 fans. Okay? I know my work is kind of sloppy. So I'm at 150. I need to add 32 more. I get 182. I'm still not at 246 yet. I've got to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and add 32 more. 8, 9, 10, 11. I get 214. I'm still not at 246 yet, so I've got to add another 32 fans for the next year. 4, 5, 6, 4, 2. 246. So it said, how long is it going to take until 246 fans are at the stadium rocking to Justin's music? Well, the answer would be, it is going to take 8 years. Because we know that each year, 32 more fans are showing up to listen to Justin's music. Okay? Let's look at one more problem. Let's look here at number 6. It says, Lauren wants to go to the One Direction concert. Her mother said that she has to save enough money for her own ticket. The ticket costs $40. Lauren earns $8 a week for allowance. Use the function table to figure out how long it will take Lauren to save enough money for the One Direction ticket. So we know that each week she earns $8. So in week 1, she earned $8. In week 2, she's going to earn $8 more, right? We know that because each week she earns 8. So if she earned 8 here, by week 2, if I do 8 plus 8, what am I going to get? That's right, I'm going to get $16. And in week 3, she's going to earn another $8. So what's 16 plus 8? It's $24. In week 4, we know she's going to earn another $8. So 24 plus 8 gets me $32. In week 5, she's going to earn another $8. 32 plus 8 is 40. Remember, the ticket was $40. So how many weeks does Laura need to work to be able to go to the One Direction concert? She needs to work a total of 5 weeks. Okay? Remember, the pattern here was adding $8 each time. All right. So you're going to see a lot of function tables like this, a lot of in and out tables that you're going to have to start working on. This one right here, I'll go over it with you quickly first. It says write the rule, then fill in the empty boxes. So your in was 40, your out was 20. So what I like to do, or I like to do it the other way, I want to know what did I have to do to 20 to get to 140. I had to multiply by 7, which meant from 30 to 210, I needed to multiply by 7. So the rule was multiplying by 7. Okay? All right, continue practicing at home.